E-commerce entities Amazon and Flipkart have been under fire recently for several probes and investigations. Last month, Amazon Japan was under scrutiny for violating anti-monopoly laws. The e-commerce company compelled sellers to lower product prices by promising them advantageous placements on its websites. Reports also emerged about the European Union investigating Amazon over an alleged breach of the Digital Markets Act by the e-commerce platform's alleged favoring of its own brand's products on the online marketplace over others. Hello, I'm Ishika Gupta. I'm a journalist at MediaNama, and today I'll be explaining about an antitrust probe against e-commerce giants Amazon and Walmart-backed Flipkart in India. The case dates back to January 2020 when the Delhi Vyapar Mahasangh, a trade body representing MSME traders that sell smartphones and related accessories, filed a complaint against e-commerce websites Amazon and Flipkart with the Competition Commission of India, or the CCI. The body made several claims in the complaint. Prima facie, it argued that Amazon and Flipkart had vertical arrangements with sellers that led to the foreclosure of other non-preferred sellers or traders from these online marketplaces. To explain, they claimed that the mobile phones that were exclusively launched on the platforms forced offline retailers to purchase smartphones from either the manufacturer's e-stores or from the platform's e-portal. The Mahasangh also alleged that Flipkart and Amazon indulged in anti-competitive practices like deep discounting preferred sellers' products, preferentially listing them, and entering into exclusive tie-ups with smartphone companies. Based on the complaint, the CCI called for an investigation into these e-commerce giants. Flipkart and Amazon later challenged this verdict in several lower courts, denying any wrongdoing before finally leading to the hearing in the Supreme Court. Later, in August 2021, a three-judge Supreme Court bench noted that Amazon and Flipkart must volunteer for such investigations. In September 2023, the CCI ordered these companies to share their financial statements for further investigative purposes and to ascertain whether they were liable to face any penalties after a court hearing. Moving forward, in September 2024, the Commission found the e-commerce companies guilty of violating competition laws and displaying their preferred sellers higher in the search results, ultimately denying entry to other sellers in the market. The CCI investigation also disclosed that Amazon and Flipkart colluded with Samsung and Xiaomi for exclusive launches. In response to the CCI's inquiry and findings, last month the Enforcement Directorate, or the ED, conducted raids at locations of 19 sellers associated with Amazon and Flipkart across Mumbai, Bengaluru and Delhi. After these preliminary raids, the ED directed their attention to examining whether Amazon and Flipkart's relationship with their vendors allowed them to exert control over them, causing a violation of the Foreign Direct Investment Norms, or the FDI norms. Later, the ED unearthed links between e-commerce platforms and their top sellers, many of whom were found to be former employees or related to past associates of Amazon and Flipkart. Following these raids, over 24 sellers, including Cloudtail India, Apario Retail, and Samsung India Electronics, filed writ petitions across multiple high courts challenging the CCI's antitrust probe. They argued that their status as third parties, established when the CCI initiated its probe 4 years ago, had been replaced with that of an opposite party in the Commission's July 2024 order without any prior notice or hearing. In response to these petitions, the High Courts of Punjab, Haryana, Karnataka and Madras imposed a stay on the CCI's proceedings, leading the Commission to believe that its investigative capabilities had been undermined. Seeking to break this logjam, in December 2024, the CCI appealed to the Supreme Court of India, asking it to combine the 24 writ petitions filed by the sellers, which delayed the CCI's investigation and curbed its regulatory power. The matter, which was heard in the Apex Court on 13 December 2024, was when the CCI was represented by Attorney General Venkatramani before a bench of Justice Abhay S. Oka and Justice Pankaj Mittal. At the hearing, Justice Oka suggested the transfer of the petitions to one High Court instead of the Supreme Court. The CCI's counsel noted that 25 such matters are pending with more to come. The Commission also reasoned that despite there being one judgment, the multiplicity of hearings across different High Courts could cause various delays. Later, when Attorney General Venkatramani requested the transfer of the petitions to the Division Bench of Karnataka, Justice Oka refused the suggestion, claiming it would set a dangerous precedent and that such treatment could not be granted to certain litigants. The next hearing for the case was scheduled on 16 December 2024 ahead of the Karnataka High Court's hearing of the petition. On the 16th, the Apex Court directed the transfer of the 24 writ petitions to the Karnataka High Court and imposed a stay on the ongoing proceedings of the Amazon and Flipkart sellers versus Competition Commission of India case filed in the Karnataka High Court that was originally scheduled for 17th of December. Earlier, when MediaNama had spoken to a senior legal source about the case, he rationalized the CCI's plea for efficiency concern, explaining that multiple petitions make it difficult to litigate. To prevent this, the Supreme Court is empowered to transfer all petitions to one court. With this verdict set forth by the Apex Court, the CCI's investigations into the sellers may proceed at a faster pace, barring any other significant interruptions. In today's marketplace, such anti-competitive practices like preferential treatment for specific sellers and exclusive tie-ups by larger players pose a significant threat to the survival of small and medium-sized enterprises. Meanwhile, for customers, the disclosure of such practices also erodes trust and could lead to higher practices in the long run. The CCI's investigation can effectively unearth such malpractices budding within the Indian e-commerce ecosystem and set a precedent for future operations.